and they're loving it. They're experienced, and maybe they can pull away a 2-0 here against all odds. I didn't see this one happening.
This elimination, folks, lower bracket for the road to Rio. Points on the line. Vitality and NIP about to go at each other. Not a single nade, a full set of Kevlar vests. They went for the bulk buy, got a discount. Doesn't exist before anyone starts asking. And they're charging themselves up towards the fight on Fountain. Masuta will spot just the one. It's Twist that's jiggling for the info. But interestingly enough, that's all his planned route entails. It's up towards middle. They're about to have quite the fight. And RPK only getting the one. Instead, the NIP boys have taken full control and now pivoting into Shox. He does get the first, needs it to second and runs out of bullets, runs out of speed. Masuta, he could be in a lot of trouble here.
I think he might be. His days are numbered. It looks very good for NIP to pick up this pistol as they make their way towards B. The Molotov will lock out Masuta as he holds towards Connector, but Apex coming in from long. He starts going quietly at the right time, but a decent pick there from Nork, with the smoke going down as well should nullify his efforts. Apex will be just firing off random bullets here, hoping for the best, but his teammate Masuta will join in. They've got no kit. Running out of bullets as well, to be honest with you, on Apex side. They'll have just 12 remaining.
Oof, Nork does take out Apex's ace in the hole. And it looks like he's not interested in participating any further, hoping Nork will eventually give him the fight he's been waiting this whole round for. But NIP, they get so many successful frags, they pivot into B nicely, and they've got all those smokes to keep them at bay. They ended up dropping one towards the doors of the underpass area, and then they had a second for Monster when they spotted Apex, so it works out lovely.
Yeah, you could tell that wasn't the plan, but used it resourcefully nonetheless. Now, if I was to whack a prediction on this second map, I have a very strong inkling that we will be heading to a third map. I think the only grace for Vitality here is that pressure element that I was just talking about. NIP, if this one turns into a scrap, if it turns into a back and forth affair, that's where the wheels could fall off, and it could start this early. The Force Buy has come out from Vitality. There's no scouts in play, which is a little bit unusual for a map like Overpass.
Yeah, you're right there. They've actually focused on towards the MP9s and CZs. So we'll see if this works out for Vitality. The Force back in response has yielded 5 smokes at least. A few flashbangs, and up against the Galils, AKs, and SMGs of NIP. It's their map pick. They've won the pistol up against the Force here of the French. You'll see Zywo get himself ready and waiting in towards a bathroom position. Technically alone, but he has got a bit of backup from Shox. He's just arrived at the bank. They'll be jumping for information towards long here.
Okay, so the Ninjas really do have a very viable avenue of assault. They'll be coming through toilets, long. 3 CTs stacked up on that B side.
Thing is, you will see a lot of CT sides doing 4-man B leans, and there's never a problem with that, because if a team was to rush A, extremely difficult. You have a lot of ground to cover, but for B, if the CTs want to send 4 individuals over there at the start, mitigate any rushes, that's fine, they can deal with that. And right now, they're just slowing down this ascent of NIP towards the A bomb site. Smokes out, the rotation can come across. It's now 3 players on the A bomb site, so they're set up for this.
So smoke from Shox, he's ready and waiting. He spotted the feet there, I think, of Nork as well. So has he got a flash from his teammate? He's actually going to sit in the smoke, and here comes the flash. Shox, he actually gets in the corner here. I think he's been undetected, but Twist will check it out, and it's going to be a first 3 frags, and presumably the round as well. This was the Force by Vitality. There was a moment there where it could have got very exciting for them, but the flashbang doesn't really work out, and it looks to be the clean sweep here from IP.
Part of me thought we were about to see the most ridiculous play, where if that flash had just caught all of them, I think Twist coming from toilets was safe enough to catch the move. But Shox jumping across to tuck into that tight corner, oh my God, if they ended up running past him, it would have been the play of the game, no doubt about it.
Well, you're going to go with play of the day, play of the week, play of the month, and you're like, actually, let's just play the game.
Play of the game. I mean, it's a safe one.
Play of the first 2 rounds.
Once you've said play of the, you really have committed to something.
Yeah, I've got myself in a few holes of that line before, and you're never really sure where to go with it.
Oh, that is the play of the...
Especially when it didn't happen either. Like, it could have been the play of the... Okay, well,
what is it? What could it have been the play of the?
So we will see, presumably the eco for Vitality now. They've got the CZ and MP9 in reserve, but won't give them a whole lot of mileage, to be honest with you. We'll see them maybe get a couple of kills, but NIP should have an open runway here at number 3. Nothing really can be invested here on the CT side to go with the saved weapons, so just a stack potentially, no flashes, no smokes, nothing. Just going to see if they can get a few kills.
Yeah, Apex and RPK. to be positioned both towards that underpass area. So if there is a contact for them, they'll be playing off of this.
And they can cuddle, as you just saw. So that's important.
Ooh, good nade, though. Both of the armored players catch it. I like the boost, but... Excuse me, the stack towards short. Apex and RPK there as well. And now it's Nork eventually catching them through the door.
He's trapped. It'll only be a matter of time now.
Oh, wow. Dunked on him. Lecro, great work. That's both of the weapons gone, and they've managed to do so just through a clever use of utility. Molotovs, nades, 2 kills.
Yeah, they know that there's 2 in the sewer position because of that boost. It wouldn't have been possible otherwise. So they should be able to plant the bomb now. You can see them picking it up over towards the playground position. This round should be dealt with relatively easily. USPs maybe want to try and pick up the MP9 and the CZ75, but it doesn't really matter at this point. The best thing they can do is not die to the MAC-10 and the UMP. It's a way to slow down the money on the NIP side of things. All right, so we did birthday parties. Well, I don't know if we did all the... do you have any that are memorable? Do you have any tantrums at your own?
Laser Quest was a big one for me. Yeah, that. We called it Quasar. I think maybe that was a brand, I'm not sure.
I think we had Quasar as well.
Yeah, so I used to go down there, and I remember that was my first entry into competitive gun battles, I suppose. And we were steamy, looking pretty good. I think I called myself, you gave yourself a nickname. I was called Crusher back in the day. I remember that at my 12th birthday party, I think. I was top fragging as well. And that was always a go-to. That kind of died out towards the end of the 90s, though. They didn't really survive the recession, I don't think.
I had a great time doing that when I went to Vegas as like a 10-year-old kid. And there's not a lot to do for a 10-year-old in Vegas. But
the holiday to go on as a 10-year-old as well.
Yeah, so this was 20 years ago.
Yeah, different time.
Different time. And Circus wasn't a dilapidated old hotel back then.
Yeah.
And they had this fun dome, and they had laser tag in there. And I ended up playing with a bunch of tourists and had the best time of my life. So I remember that.
The best time of your life.
Best time of my life.
Well, I hope we can
top it.
Go further than that, yeah, at one point.
We'll try. It's going to be hard to beat, that's for sure. Now, a different look from NIP. They use their utility and walk behind it, almost contact-like, because they'll stroll into toilets off of the same utility they've been throwing. This could catch the CTs off guard. A single flash, and look at Zywoo, he's getting caught in transition. He's a dead man walking. He will go down, the MAC-10 being utilized perfectly. They've got 2 of them and jumping to find the frag. That's a great display of what it's capable of.
Well, there we have it. It is going to be another round for NIP. You can see why they've picked this one. It's Vitality. Really struggling to really cause any damage in that particular round. Very fast approach for NIP towards middle. Trading out their shots, great spacing. And Zywoo and Shox have nothing to say about it whatsoever. 0-4 for Shox. Zywoo, I should say. 1 for 4 for Shox. Nork will pull 1 back, but Masuta saving the M4s here, looking like he'll be doing just that.
Yeah, it could be a bit of a hunt on. Looks like Plopsky and Rez will be clearing playground at the bare minimum, which is where currently Apex plans to save.
Ooh. Sandwiched. Timing. Dead.
Less than favorable timing for Apex. Masuta will preserve, and Rez will upgrade his Galil to the M4. Very powerful, especially considering that the CTs are going to have to make choices that likely will not bear fruit in the helmet department. I want to see the second frag from Lecro. Whoop! Boop.
Oh, that's beautiful stuff. And it's to Henry's point as well about the jumping accuracy and just how nimble those weapons are. One of the notes I think is key is that Vitality were assuming NIP were going to respect the smokes, right? They didn't respect the smokes. They walked straight through them, and that's how they had that avenue. Now, that's something that they've used once. It'll be in the back of the mind for Vitality for the rest of the game, but not something I expect them to use again anytime soon.
So just to save them 4 in the hands of a young gun Masuta, and wow, it's the old boy that will open things up. It's a Desert Eagle. Kevlar as well. Nice 1-bullet headshot there from Apex towards Rez, and they're going to reposition. Go back into that B lean. They've hoped they've showed enough presence towards A, and it might funnel NIP in towards the other side of the map here. Could this be their first round? Still continuing their approach towards A. No problem, it seems.
Yeah, they don't want anything to do with B. They're not even having anybody stay to watch the push, so walking back through the toilets again, obviously rewatching the demo from the first time they played, they've identified something that they like or something that they think they can exploit over towards the toilet area of the map. This is 2 rounds back-to-back. They've just waltzed on up.
Masuta is pushed out towards the B's tunnels, though. He'll be saying there's nobody home. Zywoo readies himself for war. We'll go down to Nork, and their chances are going to get real depleted if they lose Shocks on the site, and Lecro's caught him again.
Yeah, the advantage they had has been thwarted. This is the only chance RPK can get a 1D. They're back into the round here, and he's managed to deliver. Apex will find another as well. Could he find the penultimate frag? It's to a 2-on-2. Masuta and RPK. Remember, Masuta went towards T-spawn, so bomb will be on the side. Still got time to go towards B, but now no longer an option. Nork with 20 points of health here. He's suggesting he's on towards the B side of the map. 1 versus 1, Masuta to pre-fire. He should have the round here. And there it is. The first for Vitality. They had to work so hard for it, though. The initial Deagle kill was theirs. Didn't look good towards the end of it, but then the flank from Masuta comes through. And we do have the young man surviving.
Thank you, Apex. You started that, and they finished it. It was 3 kills from Nork, and it still wasn't enough. The first for Vitality. They'll need many more where that came from if they want to dream of a 2-0. Otherwise, Inferno will be needed to determine the victor.
So first of many, at least that's what Vitality are hoping for here. They'll have the AWP for ZywOo, still 0-5. Incendiary missing, doesn't look too great for them out there, I'll be honest with you right now, but let's see if they can recover. Grenades will do minimal damage towards Twist. That one does significantly more. Down to 66 now, and he'll start to encroach on middle, smoke down as they go back into their default here. Bomb down just outside T-spawn.
Spots him on the jump up, but wasn't quite accurate enough with his crosshair. 5-5, as that nade couldn't be more accurate. It bounces off the bridge of his nose.
Frustration there.
Looked like it was in his mouth.
Yeah, I think he did. He bit down on it, down to 23. Pop flash then for the peak. Masuta wants to finish off what the nade did start. They know he's there.
Oh, he needs to be careful, though. Very tempting to go a bit further, but hold on to the little advantage you've got with the confirmed damage. Incendiary is a spot on there, burned out of smoke, and they're going to have to boost off this. Masuta knows it. Shocks will take a little bit of damage, down to 48, but still unable to find the first frag as of yet.
Oh
NIP
God.
will have to deal with Shocks now. He's gone aggressive. Twist, somewhat aware of the potential here. Does he check it? Looks like he will.
Yeah, it does seem like he's going to.
A footstep.
Flash, Shocks is going to peek off this. And that's 1, maybe even 2. He was faffing around with his nades. Plopsky caught. The French have managed to dig themselves into a very possible second round.
Yeah, and the 5-on-2 is looking good for them. Lecro down to 13. Nork, if they are going to have a chance here, he'll need to find 2 of these kills right now. The first, probably going to happen. There it is. I just don't think there'll be much to be said about the second. They've got no chance to even plant the bomb now. But I don't know why RPK is pushing that one. He doesn't have anything to say about collecting weapons. You can see he had no money as well. He gets 3,500 total next round. So that was a bit of a misstep. You had no reason to hunt there on the CT side, but they still win the round, and they'll have enough to drop him, I suppose. Just not great considering you're on the comeback right now, and every dollar is very important.
Yeah, we talk about it, don't we? We talk about the power of a kill. Every single kill will have a ramification throughout the economy of your squad. For good or for worse. You can see this was great work. Plopsky was lining up his nades, Shocks gets both, and then ZywOo just getting the cherry on top as he checked out long. That was Lecro's first death, worth mentioning.
Yeah, well, it's important if you're a Team Vitality fan or for ZywOo to at least get away from this situation, but I was going to say for Vitality to start building some clean rounds, because the CT side, this is where we normally expect the lion's share to come on through. Last time these two teams played, they managed to pick up 8 on their CT side, so that should be... No, that was against the FaZe Clan, 1 second. They picked up 7 on their CT side last time these two teams played. So as long as they're getting close to splitting it right down the middle, Vitality will remain confident moving into that second half. And there's still, once again, from NIP, nobody watching out towards B. So they've brought a lot of respect over towards that side of the map, and it allows them on these default rounds to actually, as a pack, comb through the bathrooms.
Big frag available. Shoxy delivers. That's going to be him reclaiming the advantage here. It was a 5-on-5 with ZywOo down at 4. Certainly made things difficult for him. Masuta with 3 kills, and I don't think he'll be getting one here. It's going to be Nork to take him down and the C4 to be planted. He's got no backup at all. Bear in mind, Shocks, he'd already given up the fact he was towards long, and the retake will have to come in from Connector here.
Twist is holding Apex's closing angles, and now he's going to have to work with less health. He did manage to find Rez in the process, though, and if he finds him now, he can focus his attention elsewhere. That's a big frag. Unfortunately for them, they've lost Plopsky. 2 versus 3 now. Disadvantage for the 2 remaining ninjas. And crossing into the site already. Where's the kit? It's on RPK. Zywoo's hit a spectacular shot over the edge of the smoke. They lined up, but there's plenty of time. There's a kit, and that's 3.
Wow.
This is looking good, Chad,
That
if you
was
don't mind me
great.
saying. It's actually looking very impressive. Like, that was a good calculated retake.
Yeah.
It wasn't a nightmare.
It wasn't rushed. It didn't feel like anybody was limping in before they had to. Apex, very lucky he didn't go down to that AWP bullet or twist, only with the leg shot. That was the door opening, swinging right open. And then Shock's coming through, being able to grab one. It was very good stuff. Team Vitality looked like it's starting to settle in. Apex, he's a new in-game leader. Masuda, he's a rookie at this level.
We commentated that inaugural game with Apex as the in-game leader on this map, right? And it was a nightmare. Like, just the retakes, just from memory, they just were scrappy. No one was really communicating. There wasn't much synergy out there. This is like night and day. This is looking much better. Even though they were 4-0 down, the rounds I've seen in response have been very calm and actually spot on. And we'll see if they can keep it up as they'll start to build up some cash now. Not enough to guarantee a buy if they lose a round, but winning this one would actually break the money of NIP and put Vitality in the driving seat. So we get into round number 8. Single orb setup still. Zywoo starting to wake up now. He was 0-5 and now 2-5. And had some high impact opening kills towards middle. Shox, does he nail the incendiary this time? He absolutely does. They'll still have to use a smoke and crossover. It's all part of the dance.
Yeah, and this dance looks like it's going to be cancelled prematurely. Zywoo wants to go home. Back towards the toilets for now. Shox alongside him. They've bought a lot of positional advantage for Zywoo with this. He can hang around now.
There's so much pressure on Zywoo to deliver at least a kill. They put a lot of stock in him, and for good reason. He should be able to defend this at least with some elements of success. But once again, NIP, they just don't want anything to do with the B bomb site. You can see how much Vitality are having to respect this. 3 players sitting on the site, but there's nobody even close to be threatening. The rotation will come across now. There's a minute left on the clock. More nades to posture and delay. Very stubborn with his A approach, NIP. And if they don't have sewer control, it makes their rotation back even harder.
Haven't seen that boost for a while, and it works out. That's going to be a nice opening kill. Zywoo baited out and actually goes for the AK-47 instead. It's going to be a nice kill through the smoke. Masuda backs him up. And they're not going to assume Zywoo's there with the AWP. Bear in mind, this is a great adjustment from him. He could be on for a couple of kills, but he will be split apart there. It's going to be a 3 versus 2. Apex have a decent flank and deny the default plum. They've gone for a bankside approach.
Bomb's still toilets.
Oh,
yeah, Lekra
right.
could go down. And he wasn't expecting that so fast. And now with RPK, they can win this round. Cold as ice. He returns his spray and secures the second frag of the round for himself.
One of the keys with NIP and the way that they approach taking the A bomb side, at least throughout the games that we've watched, is we say they're very thorough in clearing the site. And to be thorough with clearing the site, that means you need to push in past the precipice of the truck and the dice boxes right there. You want to make sure you're covering off towards bank, you're clearing out all those nooks and crannies, but by doing so, you're investing more individuals into the bomb site. This isn't the wall smokes plan to then get the hell out. This is plant the bomb and hold the bomb. And that rotation that you saw from Apex right there is a key to punishing them. Lock them into the toilets area, lock them into the site, and then bleed them out.
Now, this is going to be technically a force buy here from NIP. You can see a lack of all the grenades. Got a MAC-10, a Galil out there. Money's starting to be drained at this point. That's why I'm anticipating maybe a B set piece. It would make sense at this stage. The defaults towards A. Sure, they've been getting a few plants in there, a few close moments, but still, with a low buy, you'd expect something coordinated as an all-5. It's going to be a default to kick things off, but I'm pretty certain they'll finish things up towards the B side of the map just to try something else out, especially on the low buy as well. Try and set up a plan, allow the lesser weapons to get up close and personal, especially that MAC-10. And you can see them starting to coordinate now. Back towards B. So you'd expect to see 2 smokes on the bomb side, 1 towards heaven, Molotov or barrels, and the most important choke point is going to be Monster. They can get through there cleanly, they might stand a chance, but you can see this setup here. RPK working from barrels, Apex to join him, and this smoke would work out for the first 2 kills for NIP. Great stuff.
It really is, and Masuda's been tasked with an impossible task. He's only got the first before going down. Zywoo won't be able to stop the plant. He will still have his heart beating and that AWP in his hands, so perhaps that's enough. Yeah, he's backing away. Shock's on the other side as well. They're going to look to try and get a couple on the way out, but Vitality will not string together 5. It's good equalizer. They managed to get it to 4-4. NIP bite back with the B hit.
Certainly do.
It's not bad. It's not good, I suppose, if you're Vitality that they can't defend with so many members there.
But that was like, in essence, as close to a contact we've seen from NIP towards B. Walking up, flash in, and overwhelmed. It was just 2 very quick kills. The last on the site was Masuda, and he's only going to good for 1. Maybe Zywo gets another there, and that's going to put Lekro in the grave. He still has enough cash to reinvest.
Well, there we have it. NIP with a much-needed round there. That was the one that decided whether they'd be going down to Eco or not. Same discussion for Vitality, I'd imagine, here. So they saved the AWP. Luckily, they do that because it's not looking great. Apex will limp in with the MP7 and actually can be a very efficient weapon in that B bomb site. Certainly close range where he likes to get stuck in towards Monster or short. There's the early Molotov to stop the short push, and the CTs are actually focusing towards middle and long. You can see Zywo with the AWP actually full send mode as he looks towards playground here. But again, another B approach, only 2 players to defend. This will be Apex and RPK. The M4 and MP7 to be tested here, and it doesn't look good for them. All 5 Ts on their way.
Smoke Monster. Walking in, just walking in. No flashes don't connect and enables Apex to get, I was gonna say more than one. Never mind, Plopsky's just collected a double. The missed smoke doesn't look like it's gonna have too much punishment around it because that bomb likely gonna be planted soon. It was on Plopsky. Now it goes down. And the CT's, again, a very difficult scenario. You're just gonna have to have the conversation, but doesn't look winnable and forced to save.
So they've looked better with the retakes. Maybe they could set up some retake scenarios right here and then work out a way to get back into these rounds. But if you're getting obliterated like that and you're not trading efficiently, you want to be going 1-for-1 in that type of scenario. If it was a 3v3, then maybe we see Vitality go, okay, well, that's worth it. We can maybe get stuck into that round. But when you're trading 2-for-1, like we just saw Plopsky with 2 fantastic. I'm from South
Africa?
Yeah, my Australian accent, it's... I went home at Christmas time, and they said my accent was basically gone.
Yeah. I'm trying to, when you first started the talent work, it was certainly a lot thicker.
Good eye, mate. How the bloody hell you can.
And you can certainly tell you're still Australian, but not as thick. And I'm sorry to tell you that.
I'm still as thick.
You dummy thick, though.
So there's the maps in the top right. Inferno, if required. Not clear yet, but looking good for an EP on their pick. 6-4 up on the T side. Considered to be a CT affair for sure. And we'll see the money, not amazing for Vitality, but enough to bring out the full array of rifles. See the AWP for Zywo still. And the suits are boosted up, but really not looking comfortable up there. Quite a clumsy vault up. Didn't have a chance to coordinate the aim, and it's going to be another opening pick for an IP. They're just going to walk and be here.
No, they're going to get caught out here.
Yeah, they're going to swarm.
Yeah, this is where the trades get very difficult to succeed. And already dropping in, Rez will only go down. And now perhaps with Apex's double, there's still a round to be had.
Definitely is now. 2 versus 2. Didn't think there was a chance. Good grenade.
Bonk.
Zywo going down for sure. And Apex, he probably makes up for this one, but still a good spray for Nork there. Very confident finish from IP. Quite simple. Just had to take down the initial player. Then they heard the footstep of the boost. They were able to swing around. Guarantee a frag. Shoxy getting 1. Nice spray from Apex from Heaven. Could have led them to somewhere interesting, but it was NIP. They were way too pushed up. They weren't ready for it. This was the kill that decided the round.
Yeah, and just holding the spray once the jiggle was coming in. Good faith of his control. Put 7 on the board for the NIP gang. You've seen the usual stuff on the CT side. A smoke to Monster so they can stack their resources here towards the party. Okay, with 1, maybe there's a conversation, a second chance. Twist knows his angles, expecting those pistols to be pushing them back, and well, it has worked. The NIP squad will regroup and reconvene towards B.
Well, last time Apex got a deagle kill to start off the round, they ended up winning it, and that put them on a spree of 4 rounds here. So if they get the rotation in time, if Masuda can hit anything, there's a chance.
He just needs 1. Maybe with Nork distracted, there's a good chance, and Shox will connect, but unfortunately he's lost all of the rest. It's going to be a double kill from Twist.
Ooh, and that's going to be 3 in a row, make it 4 for NIP now. So they're pretty much in cruise control. That's going to be Vitality with the maximum lost bonus going forward as well. They'll have enough money to buy into this one, but starting to drop off the pace. No one double digits yet as well as we enter round 13.
You know, there's one more factor since the last time these two teams met on Overpass with Vitality walking away as victors 16-14. Vitality lost both pistols. They lost both pistols and still won the game. They lost 4 1vx situations.
How many T rounds did they get?
They were able to pick up 9 T rounds.
Oh, Shox! He was so blinded he nearly takes 3. Rez has only got 12 HP. Oh, Apex.
That's not gone well.
Oh dear.
That couldn't have gone worse for him.
And Masuta could very well go down. He's taken the fight and he commits to it. They had an advantage in this one, and now, fortunately, RPK will claw it back.
Yeah, pretty ridiculous scenes here. Strategy goes out the window, especially when the CTs get out aggressive. Your defaults, your set pieces. It comes down to the raw fundamentals of Counter-Strike. We have Rez, 12 HP with the AWP, Twist with the rifles. A bit of role reversal here. Bomb on the back of Rez. And they're going for the contact plane towards Monster. It's going to be big old RPK hanging out the barrels here, but a very common pre-fire, as I'm sure you're all aware.
Oh, he's gone on at least.
Yeah, he's not staring at the floor. And he does find the first. That was on the healthy member as well.
It's close. He doesn't know.
Oh, the patience from Rez could very well translate into a round win here. A clutch. Yes, low HP, but up against an AWP. And now with the bomb down, his advantage starts to swell. Playing around the smoke, but ZywOo's come in from short. Rez was still anticipating the heaven rotate, and now ZywOo's done enough. He'll get the defuse. Vitality, a necessary fifth.
It's much more exciting when we can't see where they're coming from, isn't it?
What, in terms of turning the X-ray off?
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, because you go into the darkness, you're not quite sure what information
you're there
they're
with
dealing
the player.
with.
You're experiencing the lack of information and having no idea the multiple angles where they could come from. And of course, ZywOo coming in from short there, we heard him open the door, but you can't hear that from the bomb site itself. So he had no idea. He's got to check 7 different angles when he plants a bomb. Low HP as well. He actually did well to even get the plant down, to be honest with you. So good job to Rez. Better job for Vitality, though. They pick up their first run after giving away 4. 2 more to go, and they're looking for the 8-7 as the Incendiary is successful once more. They'll have to extinguish that. It's a full buy for an IP, and they are sending it towards middle. Lots of players here with the rifles. Smoke down towards bathrooms. Flashbang the follow on both sides of the equation, and it's a successful one. Shox this time only finds a single kill.
Oh, Apex wants to hold them back, and he's worked wonders. Alongside ZywOo, they get so much done in the opening stages. The first 10 seconds of the round, and it's a 2v2.
This B bomb side towards short is becoming a real issue for them. As soon as they get advantages, it seems to be given straight back as they can't hold on to the duel at the B bomb side. Back down to a 2-on-2. Very important round for Vitality. They are struggling financially here. ZywOo will fall back towards A. Luckily, no one there at all. It's going to be Twist at the end of long, and his teammate Nork to join in momentarily. He'll be coming in from Playground. So going for the contact play, they have got plenty of grenades with a few flashbangs, and ZywOo's off towards B.
Yeah, he even dropped a smoke over there towards Monster. So Masuta Monster now. ZywOo gamble stacking the B site. We can clearly see that it's not going to be the B attack by any means. They have enough utility here to walk all the way up long, drop a smoke towards the drop down position, a Molotov to hold back bank. ZywOo has a Molotov of his own here. If he knows where they're planning, he'll be able to delay this.
Yeah, but will they go for the straight-up plant, or will they investigate the bomb site first and make sure they dot their I's and cross their T's? So he'll know now. So he'll drop that incendiary, but it's still going to be a bank plant. He'll be going to check that out, but he has been Molotov out himself. So can't really do much about this. I'll have to wait for Masuta to come in from the connector, and he already has started that. Low HP on towards Nork as well. I'm seeing ZywOo taken down. Masuta, no chance. Twist will find him, 9-5. Final round coming up next, and there's barely any money between Masuta and Apex. Some drops required, and there's going to be a couple of rifles here. The majority will be SMGs and pistols.
I have liked the aggressive change-up from Vitality. It's clear that they're unable to hold the bomb sites right. It's been multiple contact players from NIP on this T side that have walked away with some very easy rounds, forcing Vitality to either have to save or just get blown out of the server. So the aggressive change-up, it's nice. And they even gamble stack together. It was just the wrong gamble. You know, sometimes you're going to shove all in and it won't land. You didn't bet on 0, and, well, that's unfortunate. ZywOo with the AWP. If he gets a kill, Alex, we're on. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, certainly. Putting the faith of the final round of the first half, the second series of the day, second map as well. Putting a lot of faith onto that AWPer, looking for him to try and find that first blood. There is a player here. Well, there was, but Plopsky, I don't know if he would have taken the tightest line, but he may have caught ZywOo crossing, and he will find Shox. He gets away with it as well. He gets away with murder here. ZywOo could still find him. This is the tight line I was talking about. You can, if ZywOo was to go a little further to the right, hold just a tiny pixel gap. Oh, he's going to catch him. Great play from ZywOo. He's taken matters into his own hands, and he's managed to make a 4v4.
There's still a lot of work to do here. They only have the MP9 and M4 to go with it. no kits available as well, and time is of the essence. You can see NIP coordinating their assault towards the A-bomb side right now. Twist focusing towards long. His teammates will start to dissect the mid-area. They still have 2 smokes, one for Bank and one for CT Steps. Molotov available for Optimus as well, and this is going to be a real difficult affair for Vitality. Rez, he'll continue to find headshot after headshot, looking for his third, and he'll convert him. Just RPK, no chance of winning the round. Just going to be looking for any kills available to pad the old stats.
He could certainly use 1 or 2. He won't get it though. Twist hits the shot. Rez just demands respect in the final round of this half. We'll be at 10-5 when we return from our break.
Every single line, every single roadblock. We got 2 hearts that beat in time. In the towers, looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. Into my past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. I'll take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night, sleep through the sunrise. Stay up all night, and I take it all or nothing at all.
Ninjas in Pyjamas pick, it's Overpass, and already they've made a pretty damn good case for Inferno. 3rd map if we need it for this series, and we get another venture into the lower brackets next with Heretics up against G2. Winner stays on, loser goes home. It's that simple.
It certainly is, Alex, and you can see the odds leaning still in favor of Vitality slightly. So GG.bet suddenly believing in the French tidy to find the 2-0. We'll see if that's going to be realized here as we enter the pistol of their T-side campaign. They've got just 1 smoke, P250 for shocks. Same setup he had on Mirage as well, so maybe where they're leaning towards in the future of their pistol setups. Means he has a bit more range, but no armor to protect him. As I go towards long, the bomb making its way up on the back of Masuta. RPK to join him. Glock Patrol making their way up towards Long and Rez to defend.
Snow Patrol, you remember them?
They were a band.
They were a
Wasn't a
band.
big fan.
No, but I just remember they existed. Rez having a bit of an issue. He's only got 3 bullets. Yeah, needs a fresh clip, and a smoke will be deployed. I wonder what happens next. A gap,
great.
perhaps, but will certainly deny them. Helps him set up behind it, though. And the flank from Plopsky was being waited for. Shox can't believe his luck. They're pushing up. They want info, and Apex can't believe his luck. He's got another. Rez hiding the barrel by staring into the wood, but checked by Zywoo. The French have surely done enough here. It's just Snork, and he's gone too.
Well, there it is. Big round for Vitality to pick up there. Lots of opportunities given by NIP going for the flanks towards T-spawn. Shock suddenly aware of it. Apex with the second. Sticking together, waiting for the smoke to go down towards Long. The only chance of danger there was a player tucked in towards the Long corner itself. He was taken down by Zywoo, bomb planted, and a very clean run for Vitality. But I'll have to fend off the force by first. And Chad, you did say you're expecting scouts. Well, we're going to have them here in this second half. So Rez and Twist to bring out the less of the snipers. But certainly a powerful weapon, trying to set up the Deagles here with some tag players.
The smokes are good as well, so if this does get late round, if Vitality take a couple of tags, and then the narrow choke points come into play, that's where we can start to see the favor tip for NIP. But Komplopsky, the birthday boy, hasn't been having the best showing so far. Maybe you can change that. In limbo right here, just waiting for a sound cue.
Gets more than he bargained for, and it's actually Nork that bites the bullet. Apex looking for a second into the site. They are going to be committing in towards B here, and yet with the smoke deployed, you can see that they are going to be delayed.
They're a little bit uncomfortable with this one now. They know it's enough time for the CTs to rotate through, and falling back, I actually agree with this one. This is very problematic, and it gives a chance the CTs have 4 players in the bomb, so you have no idea where they could be, and so fall back and just go back into the default potentially. They've still got presence towards middle in the form of Misuta. I think he's in the connector right now. Smoke up towards Heaven. Rez, that's where he's holding. So smoked off. And now this is where Vitality can really coordinate their troops, make their way in. They're taking a lot of damage, but still yet to give up a player until now.
And that should seal it. Twist has actually done a lot with that scout. Apex, fortunately, he'll find a pair of frags alongside RPK. And that will convert into the 7. It was quite costly, all things considered. Great work from Twist's scout. And now all the French have to do is collect the extra bonus cash. One would imagine there's going to be some unarmored CTs, and that certainly seems to be Masuta's plan. He's rocking the MAC-10, hoping to sweep a couple of extra frags next to his total.
This game is very close when you do look at the opening duel statistics and the multi-kills. Vitality are up in opening kills 10-7 right now. Last time round, they won the map with losing more opening kills than they got, quite considerably. And the multi-kills is in Vitality's favor, 13-12. So this is a very close affair here. Okay.
This could actually...
Okay.
How would they let that happen?
Just take the bomb and go B. Don't worry about the AKs.
Run
away. As quick as you can, as fast as your little virtual legs will take you.
RPK seems so relaxed today. It's like, yeah, there's 4 players. I'll keep peeking.
Who had the Glock and was shooting from range with the Glock there?
I assume Zywoo.
Zywoo? Must be.
So it won't cost them the round, but it gives up AK-47s, which really is far from ideal. Considering up against USPs only, they shouldn't be finding the opening kills of the round. But like we said, they'll still win it.
It does take a bit of pressure off that AK just for the reason of going into the next gun round. The buy for NIP wasn't going to be the greatest by any means. After the force buy in the second, limping into the first gun round here, it means that there will be a couple of omissions, but they want to keep this interesting. They want to see if they can take anything else away. Apex will dispatch and deal with that, swats them away. Nork will cop the same treatment. Lekro goes down to the MAC-10 of Masuda. It's just Plopsky holding on to the beautiful AK-47. Is that the one you have, Henry?
That is the one. That's the Neon Rider, I believe. Is it not? No, it's not, Alex. It looks similar, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is the something.
Yeah, it's similar vibe, but
Similar vibe.
pink bow and Neon Rider.
Neon Revolution.
Oh, I was going to say Anarchy, damn.
I think, if you look at...
It says
Nork,
Anarchy on it, but I'm guessing...
he's on the CT side now. Nork has got the same set. He's got purple gloves and the Neon Rider. He's gone for a very similar vibe as I have.
Well, I've heard some rumors that we might be taking a look
There
at this
are
prestigious...
a few murmurs of that happening. We could be doing a Henry G skin reveal after this series, so I know you're all excited for that.
That's the virtual skins within Counter-Strike.
Yeah, it's going to be...
Get your hopes up,
He's
ladies.
going to do a Robbie Williams. He's going to
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
what was that
that's
song?
That's a bloody throwback of a music
Whoa.
video, isn't it?
I think I watched that as a kid and was haunted.
Was
I
it
watched it
Let
on
Me
MTV.
Entertain
Let me entertain you when you had the face paint on.
Yeah, but he starts.
No, he takes his skin off.
He takes his skin off, Hank. It
Oh,
wasn't
does he?
face paint.
I'm thinking of a different video.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, it was
I do know which
terrifying.
one you mean now. He goes inside out, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking of, what was the other one he had? The other big one.
He's
We'll
a
get
big
back to that.
Soggy red man at the end of it.
That's right. You're right. Okay. So, first gun round. Got Vitality with the Mac 10 and Galil within their ranks. 2 players have our helmets, so look out for that, like our own twist. B finish. Plopsky on the grills here.
This is a very ambitious angle he's opted for, and he'll do some damage, but unfortunately, that could be the B site. This could be the safe call already. They need to find a couple of kills right about, well, then. Perez caught the first. RPK is going for the plant, and Molotov for the retake. Don't want to let him retreat. He can't go through it. He can, though. He gets away just.
Let me out, let me out.
And Masuta will take the upgrade. Now RPK will be the bait. With the Mac 10 and 4 HP, he can just look for info, something to slow them down.
Good flash. It's going to be enough for Shox to swing off this one. He'll get the kill. And still, CT finding kills here. It's going to be just Zywa remaining. I say that, 2 versus 1 now. And do they have the kids? They actually don't right now. So if he gets this kill, he probably wins the round, but it will be the AWP to pick him up there. And it's going to be AK-47s recovered. And the AWP twist. Just to close things down. No kits, but they have got the defuse.
Well, they're not out of the woods just yet. The money's still decent on the side of things for Team Vitality for them to buy back in. A drop can come across from Masuta to help out Zai Wu. They get him an AWP if they want. If they want to keep with this rifle strategy, though, I didn't mind that round. It got very, very close right there. The retake from NIP was a lot quicker than I think Vitality were expecting. A lot of the players were ahead of the flashbangs as they were coming in, and that's a big reason the Shox took a dink there. But, sorry, bink there. AKs are out. RPK buys one of his own. So this is where we find out if this map is looking like it's done and dusted. NIP win here. This should just simmer on out. If Vitality can take this, we're probably going the full 30.
Well, let's have a look then. We'll get into a very important round in the grand scheme of things. A double AWP setup for Twist and Norg. That is pretty potent, if you ask me. Plopsky pushing off towards Shaw. Comfortable to do so with that smoke down at the connector. Suta confirming that the connector itself is clean for now.
It's so quiet out there.
Yeah, it's interesting just to kind of, you know, they've got this full conversation, this dialogue going on, and sometimes it's fun when you can kind of see the conviction suddenly arrive like a light switch. The call's been made. And it seems like Long is the answer for Vitality. Apex coordinating the troops. He is the puppet master behind this brigade of French firepower.
So less than a minute remaining, and Vitality have got towards the end of Long. They are undetected right now. They could go for a straight contact play here and probably find a kill, but you'd expect a flash over the top, and here it comes. In they go. It's going to be the first kill for an IP, and Rez starts mowing them down. Very comfortable from the bomb side. It's going to be a 4 versus 2. Chad already laid out this is a very important round for Vitality. Have they got anything left to say about this one? Potentially, that was the moment. And now Zywu, nothing left to do here. 3 versus 1, low HP. Just a matter of time before he goes down.
Knows where Lekra is hiding. He just wishes there's a wallbang available. Eventually, it will just go down. Now, this is where you suggested we could see Overpass simmer out, Chad, and that was, I imagine, an analysis of what Vitality will be able to present into the next few rounds.
Yeah, well, the problem is with the $1,900 loss bonus here, for them to cobble together a buy, it doesn't convince me of anything. We've already spoken about their lack of officials on this map specifically.
Yeah.
And then when you think about that, and they're going in with an AK-47 on the back of Shox here, this is not necessarily a desperate move, but one that they're hoping that they individuals can hit some shots. That's all this comes down to. There's no plan behind this, and not even a flash to set him up. He needs to wait for the utility to land, see if he can pick a gap, isolate a frag, and go from there. But this all rides on Shox's hands right here. There are deagles out. It is likely they could find kills as well, but the majority of the investment or the danger is right here with Shoxy Jesus. Is that an official title, you reckon?
He's been using that since I was playing. Yeah, that was his actual in-game name on most servers back in the day. So, not sure why it was ever a thing, but yeah, Shoxy Jesus is what we'll go with.
It was pretty good in Source days.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
And now he's dead.
We'll see the opening kills here go in favor of an IP on the eco. Not really much to report, I'm afraid. No armor, no nades, just looking for any picks they can find. 5-3 doesn't bode well for them at all.
Yeah, the loss of Shox's rifle very early into the round has kind of led to this one fizzling out. And Plopski's got himself 1,200 bucks. Lovely injection of cash for the final rounds to come. He's not complaining. He got 3, in fact, in that one, so 1,800 added to his total.
Right,
Spots Lecro, 2 more body shots, and can't quite find the final one. So, with Lecro finding himself his, what is it now, 18th. 3 members of NIP around that same level. You can see Plopski's double kill here. Just a whole lot of cash. Not much Vitality could have done after the loss of Shox, as we've already made clear. So 13. Inferno, 3 rounds away, and their chances, Vitality, they kind of hinge on the next round of play. This one. To fend off the 14th.
Vitality, if they bring out a fast round, something a little bit off of spawn base, or as they're leaving spawn, they're able to do an execute, that's when their scrappy side can come on out, but I don't know if we're going to see that anytime soon. It looks like the default spread once more.
And Nork of the run boost across towards Monster there, or is going to be problematic for the T's to dissect this part of the map now. They have no idea he's crossed over. And they've got into a very slow-paced situation here. They're going to go back towards B, I assume just to be set piece to close things out.
Oh, they have to be careful.
Yeah,
so
bear in
careful.
mind, Nork with the AWP here is going to have a lot to say about this one.
They jump across. No, it's a possibility. But if they just try and walk up, he could get a collateral here.
There's a chance of a trade, but now no chance. Good stuff.
Perfect. And into the side with a double kill. This is a dream for Vitality, but Lecro, he slows them right down. A double. Bomb will be planted. Advantage for Vitality. The nade won't do too much. And only Twist and Rez. What on earth? Hits them straight through the smoke, straight through the box. Now a 2v2. That advantage they had has just been taken from them, and now a flash lined up perfectly for Rez to swing upon. He hasn't gone for it. It would have worked.
That could be it. As RPK finds the penultimate kill here, it's going to be 13-9 unless Twist can find both of them with the 1 digs right here, right now. I would say that's not going to happen in this stage. Just looking to fall back. Should be fine to do so. You can see it would have to take out a wild bullet to go through the smoke straight to the dome, but there's 2 surviving now, Zywo and RPK. Great effort there from Lecro at the back. His teammates going down, managed to almost get 3 kills. 2.5, not quite enough, 13-9. As we'll see the money. That's to be put into question now on the CT side. This is the replay from Lecro. You can see him just using the back wall there to great effect. And Twist with a beautiful shot here, just through the bomb site.
Does he see him, or does he just flick? He just flicks. Oof. You don't love going down that way. You don't even have a chance to respond. You didn't even get an opportunity.
Didn't even get a look in. And another buy available for its DTC. You can see this will be the last of which they're going to have $1,900 in the next round. So loss bonus very low indeed. Twist very close to connecting that one, but doesn't quite make it. Flashbang over the top of Monster. They're going to be pushing this. Out they come. Shox. Oh, not the cleanest first start for him, but he does do some significant damage. That's much cleaner. On for 2, and it's Apex to convert, so they'll take that all day long. No one has to commit to the bomb site. They can slow it down, but they are absolutely sending it. It's worked out for them, and the bomb goes down.
Ooh, he was expecting RPK
Big
to
kill,
keep moving.
Huge kill.
Oh, that was, yeah, a potential saved AWP, but not anymore. Especially if he gets this kill. Now Rez has a chance to, but they're going to want to stop
They're swarming.
this.
They're chasing. Look at the radar. Everyone's coming for him.
1. Shox falls. He's got 2 to survive so far. If they over-egg the pudding, things could get awkward. He's got another, and he's still got health to work with. He's managed to keep hold of his rifle. The AWP is perhaps available as well.
It was looking such a great round until this moment. Now it's actually a bit of a bonus for NIP. The fact that it's gone from a 5-on-1 to a 3 versus 2, you can see they don't really have much money on the Vitality side. That's actually significant. We're actually singing their praises to kick this one off, saying, oh, this is fantastic. They stopped the AWP being picked up. That's all they're doing towards the end, is making sure it's not recovered. That's all Apex wants to do. Now the in-game leader has to make these decisions, but Masuta gets the fantastic frag towards B, but Rez, he goes one step further. Once he gets to AK-47, you can see how deadly he looks. 3 in total. Actually makes him look a little bit foolish towards the end of it.
Double AWPs?
Double AWPs coming out.
See, I don't know if that would have come through if Rez didn't get multiple kills there.
Probably not.
And I say that because now they know that the money's still very low on the Vitality side of things. And NIP could have, sided on the air of caution here, but...
Yeah, Shox has got, okay, now an AK. I was about to say he's only got a Glock. He picks an AK up in the last few seconds there as they leave spawn. And they're going towards long, so no opening kills.
Look at that boost.
The double orb setup with a very promising boost here.
How precarious is that? He's supporting Rez, his close push. I kind of love it. In terms of synergy and very stylish bunny hops from Twist, who's definitely looking like he's feeling himself today.
He's in trouble. Look at how far along they are. He's pinned.
Oh, I hadn't even noticed. Oh, goodness. Masuta can already find that in the backside. And now Shox is perfectly positioned to eliminate Rez.
Ooh, Rez is very quick. You got to take him out in a fast manner. Shoxy will get away with it, and that's going to be the save. So FAMAS, CZ, and AWP, and maybe they've learned their lesson. They might not be hunting as aggressively here, but Lekro, he'll be spotted first. Only got the CZ, so he's happy to juke it out. And there's the AWP and T spawn, protected by the FAMAS. So will they still go for this?
So that's an AK that Lekro can go and scavenge, and you can see that. He's regrouping with his AWPs. There's soldiers around him here just to defend him. The smoke's great. So the AK-47 is guaranteed at this point. Now it's just a matter of battening down the hatches and holding onto these weapons because it gives them another gun round. It makes them threatening again. This is great stuff from NIP here.
Yeah, otherwise you just roll over and show your belly, right? This time they're going to be able to at least put 3 rifles into the Vitality attack.
So it's still up to debate whether they fully invest. I would say they certainly do with 3 weapons up, but they've only got $2,800 per player. Here's Masuta helping himself to that first kill towards Rez. Shox following it up as well, shutting down the flank, and we'll see what kind of investment they're going to make here. Nothing so far. Just a CZ and armor, so going for the conservative approach. Still a good chance of winning the round, to be honest with you. These sort of rounds normally seem to work out. A couple of pistols there. You've got Kevlar across the board. Anyone goes down, you can pick up their rifle or AWP.
Yeah, it just takes one armored pistol taking a bit of a gamble, right?
Yeah.
Suddenly there's a death, there's chaos, the default's cancelled. Weapons start getting lost, and trying to go for the counter wallbang. Lekro's clearly calculated his angles, though, and won't be caught.
This is very important for Vitality. If they can win this round, their money's going to be in a very good spot for the last few, and that's a great start from ZywOo. Apex has already pushed. He can capitalize on this.
Quick trades, very good trades. Rez with the CZ, you don't imagine he's only good for 1, and that was the case, but now, unfortunately for Twist and Nork, the round's already over. He's just going to be looking to maintain his powerful weapon, very expensive weapon. Does seem like Shox is interested in at least having a little bit of a look for that AWP player.
In this circumstance, they should chase. Both AWP players, Twist and Nork, their money's not great. They only get 2,900 as the loss bonus in the next, so if they take this AWP away right now, they'll only be able to drop AWPs, and that would mean that Plopsky and Rez wouldn't have anything else behind it. So this chase here, this hunt, I could actually get behind.
Well, we'll see if it works out for them, Chad. You can see Shox just looking around the map, licking his lips, seeing if there's any kills available. Nork could be the prime target, but he's all the way over towards the bathrooms. But another round on the board here for Vitality. 4 in a row now. Another 25 goes in their favor. Just 1 round separates these 2 teams now. 6-3 overall in the second half. And the money's going to be pretty poor for NIP, but they do manage to save the 2 guns again. Loss bonus is at $2,900, so there is 1 more buy. Great stuff here from ZywOo. Clinical as you like there with the AK-47. It's getting it done, making it look easy. And no tactical timeout from what we can see. So the rifles are out. We've got 4 of those on the CT side. The AWP for Nork, 20 kills. Starting to slow down. He's been on 20 for a while. See what happens here in round number 26. Nade towards T-steps.
And a bit of a setup from the CTs here towards the fountain position. If Vitality want to leave Playground, they're going to have to go through Twist.
This smoke's a bit of a timer here. As soon as that starts to dissipate, they have to think better of this. Oh. How's he still alive?
He doesn't really know. His flash will actually translate into a kill. Quick move from ZywOo, saves his life. Tucking in. Could have been a double from Twist, but now he's actually managed to get away. First kill and escaping. Dreamy.
They also had a little bit of presence over towards the sewer on the B bomb site, and with that, you can see right now that there's a bit of aggression coming on through. Rez pushing forward. They knew that sewer was clear. It means that he couldn't be flanked because of that. They've been able to rotate another member back towards that A bomb site, but if Rez goes further than this, if he gets a little bit too curious,
up he goes.
The timing
it's
on this.
Worked out well for him.
Oh,
he couldn't be more in the driving seat. No, wait. Very strange outcome.
Now he's kind of trapped. He's going to get the hell out of there. From behind enemy lines, he will descend. And just like an assassin from a real-time strategy game, he has completely and totally disappeared.
Oh, this is troublesome. This is an NIP round. It's got NIP written all over it. There's no way in.
I mean, Zai was going to try and make one, and a spectacular one-tap would be a good place to start. Doesn't get caught with a nade in his hands. The warning shot did clip him.
They can still make this round work, but they need to be cognizant of the fact that flanks can come through.
Oh, he got it!
Zywo
No way.
somehow has hit that shot. I couldn't tell you that was even humanly possible, but making dreams a reality here to be Lekra going for the flank, and it's all down to the timings once again, and it will be Masuta coming out on top. 3 versus 2. Big kill from Shox. This is absolutely massive now. This round looked like it was under lock and key for NIP, and now Twist finds himself in the 2 versus 1. First should be no problem in towards Shoxy, but still, he shuts it all down, denies everything there, and a massive round, and potentially the 2-0 for NIP as they give that round up.
Oh, wow. Imagine if that one failed clutch on Mirage, and this round right here.
Yeah, good point.
Enough to determine it. Zywo's reactions, he's a god. He had no HP, and then look at what Shoxy pulls out of the bag.
God.
Oh, man. 2 headshots as well.
Disgusting.
That was ridiculous. We had X-Ray, and it still surprised us.
What's the money situation now? They'll be taking a tactical timeout. Is this technical, Green? What's happened?
It looks like a technical to me. RPK's crashed. I don't know what's going on with his
Cedric.
PC.
Well, at least they won the round.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, Rush, let's check in with you. Yesterday, you baked us some cookies.
Yes, I did.
Do you have anything else that you'd like to bake us going forward? We've only got a couple days left.
I would
Chad's
like
been
to
doing brownies.
Brownies?
Maybe you could have like a bake-off sort of situation.
I would like that. The great Counter-Strike bake-off.
Great Commonwealth.
Yeah,
Okay.
also that. I like making banana bread.
I do pre-packaged stuff, Rush. I'm lazy.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't think you can call yourself lazy, Chad, when no one else is doing it.
Well,
So of
If
us,
we're the gauge for whether you're productive or not, you're probably in trouble
you're doing
anyway.
all right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Definitely don't use us as a metric. But fortunately, our laziness is not the topic of conversation today. Instead, it will be NIP shaken after a spectacular round from Vitality. And now back to 13-13. Overpass, clearly not their comfort zone, but Vitality have found a way to make it work. And it's off the back of their individuals, some previously absent on their road to Rio, but a crucial juncture. This is lower bracket, this is elimination. And Apex is going to get caught by a banging Deagle shot from Rez. This could spiral.
This could do. I don't think this is a clean round for Vitality by any stretch. I think they'll be tested here. This is a very key frag. Rez keen with the Deagle. He'll have to fend off Shoxy, who's got a couple of kills available to him from the connector, and indeed the bathrooms here. Masuta will help him out just in the nick of time. Things are just getting a little bit awkward there, and they'll continue to be so. But I think they've done enough to win this round and take the lead, boys. That's going to be 6 rounds in a row now on their T side. I say that with bated breath, maybe getting a bit ahead of myself. Plopsky, he'll find one. Big kill as well. That's side we're going down.
Smoke?
They're not near the bomb. They're both really defensive toilets.
Oh, I
not like
feel
this.
it. Not a 10-second ninja. There's
gonna sit
no
it.
way.
He's definitely sitting it.
10-second ninja defuse. One, and needs the spray. It's there. Masuta will find it. I thought for a second we were about to witness chaos from a 10-second ninja. Fortunately dealt with by Vitality, and they are going to boast their 14th round now.
It's the boy's birthday, so, you know, I wanted to try and avoid it. But Plopsky, yesterday, he was an absolute animal. He was hitting so many shots against that FaZe team. There was so many rounds he was coming in situations where he had no advantage and getting multi-kills. Today, unfortunately, he only has 10 kills to his name here on Overpass, 7 assists. So he's not converting. You know, he's doing damage, but he hasn't converted them into kills. This could be a completely different story if that had gone on down.
When we go towards B, they're swinging for the fences here. Plopsky will be tested. He does a load of damage, but they know exactly where he is. Trying to find the key shots here. They've got to take down Nork. He's got the AWP, and they're aware of it. Big frag coming in. Plopsky will find it. The orb still alive and kicking. Nork will continue to find success. Shoxy, 22 kills. He makes a huge footstep there. That might be his chances thwarted. Trying to get itself the hell out of this one, but it will be the orb to shut him down there, and NIP will tie things up. 14-14. We're looking for overtime again. And it'll be a tactical timeout before we get into the round number 29.
And our Statsman has backed up the Plopsky woes. He's currently sitting 2 for 14 in opening duels this series. So he's been involved in 16 opening encounters. He's only converted 2, which means, ladies and gentlemen, he's gone down first 14 times.
Oh, 14 of his 18 deaths. It was the first death for his team. That is quite a polarizing statistic. And in stark contrast, you've got 22 for Shoxy, 25 for Rez. ADR's high for Shox. He's been doing a lot of damage paired with his frags. And at 14-14, elimination looms for the Ninjas in Pyjamas, having to operate at such a crucial moment of their road to Rio without the voice of Serenity that has been threat. Don't have him here today. Plopsky gave us that information in the opening interview of the series. And, well, will we see Inferno? That's up to NIP.
Get into this very important round here. Money is decent for both teams. The HP not so much for ZywOo and RPK. They'll swallow grenades at the start, take some damage from the AWP as well. And we got a boost towards B. We haven't seen it at all this half, so nice change from NIP here. After giving up 6, round number 28 was theirs. Next round winner will be finding map point or series points, Vitality's case. As they're up against the double AWP setup for now, they'll be smoking off towards the bathroom position. Lands inside on the right. As they'll throw the flashbang over as well. Bomb still down in T-spawn. We've got the AWP set up here towards long. That's Nork. And a B execution looking very likely. You see 3 players positioned out towards Monster. Flashbang over towards short. Speaking of flashes, another one to be delivered. Just a nice little contact play in towards B. The boost spotted, but not taken down.
Yeah, very nice from Rez, and Lekro's only going to be allowed to get 1. Plopsky in trouble. Apex has hit a banger through the smoke, and Rez can't really contribute. He's isolated by the flames.
2 AWPs.
And 2 AWPs for the retake. Very good spot, Chad, because now it gets so much more difficult for Nork and Twist.
And they still have a Molotov and a smoke available here. If they get the Molotov down towards Graffiti, they really are in business. It is going to be about the halfway point coming up momentarily. Smoke down towards short from the CTs here. Shoxy will receive flames, and he'll go down here. The flashbang spot on. That's thrown by Twist. RPK has to be much more active here, and he knows it.
Yeah, so the flash is good. Anticipating the push, does spot the head of Rez and Twist. The tank's done it all! What year is it? First Shoxy, now RPK. He'll steal the AWP away. It's 15-14, a crucial clutch when it matters most.
Oh, the big man delivers in spades once again. A beautiful sequence here. Vitality, they really are turning up today in the individual form. We are going to see a beautiful sequence. One of the best this year from RPK. He's had some great moments, and his form has been pretty remarkable for Vitality. On his day, he still can look like a world-class player, and that was epic. We get into what could be the final rounds here for Vitality, as they're up against a pretty decent buy, all things considered. The MP9 and FAMAS, but 2 M4s and an AWP still. Twist will have almost no grenades, not a single kit to be spotted, as they are up against it now. Back to the wall. Need this one to take us to a third. Just a chance of it to find overtime.
And they're doing it with a single smoke grenade for the CT side. It's going to be a nightmare to deal with. NIP, though, they've dealt with certain difficult situations like this throughout their careers already. Counter-Strike's full of them. Twist to be tested. The run boost is perfect. Does get him to fall back. But Rez could be left isolated if they were to commit. You can see he's here and pins pulled. He knows there's long presence, and Apex making no secret of it. But this is his chance, and it's perfectly played ahead of Apex.
Well, now they know it's a fake. They don't have to over-rotate right here, so this is great news. And oh no, Nor caught in transition. He gets ZywOo.
It's looking very scrappy here, but Shoxy does pull one back. They're not really sure where they want to finish up. They're not going to be aware of Rez. He's going to open this door in a second and find a guaranteed frag, maybe even 2. You can see absolute panic setting in the ranks of Vitality here. It's not really clear where they're ending up. They're bumping into each other.
Heaven Smoke missed.
Yeah, this is just a nightmare. I don't think there's a way they can win this round. We'll see if RPK can work with Masuta. 20 seconds remaining. They know exactly where they are. Should be overtime.
RPK wants that duel before he starts working on the plant, and it actually has worked out well. Bomb can be planted. It's all on RPK. There's no way he can do this again, surely. Twist is in heaven. From behind, he has Rez to worry about. If the timing works out, oh my god, he's just snuck through, and now he gets the first.
He's dead. There's no way. There's no way.
He's called the bluff on the first. He's even got a Molotov. That doesn't look too bad. Doesn't need to swing out. And
Wait,
he still does. He doesn't have a kit. You're absolutely right, Chad. You observant hell. Oh my goodness, he's still got it. Just in the nick of time. Played it cool. We're off to overtime all the same. You got me nervous for a second.
Yeah, I was nervous. I thought that Rez, it was all over. Oh, they hold on, they hold on. We're going overtime again. NIP becoming very familiar with overtime now. The last 4 maps they've played, all overtime games. But you heard what I said when it gets close. This is the pressure on the youngsters. For them to stay tall, stay strong right now, they haven't done it yet. They haven't been able to do it against FaZe.
Yeah, the overtimes got the better of them last time, and Plopsky, as well as his teammates, taking to Twitter afterwards to make it clear how much that loss meant to them. They put a lot into it, went close, overtimes on 2 maps of the 3. A real barn burner series, but that put them in the lower bracket, and now, well, they're up against it again. Overtime, down a map, and you need your stars to come online. Rez takes a chance, takes the spawn, and swaps out the AWP now after the missed shot.
So, no double AWP spotted. Money always a bit of a problem on the CT side. You need to be careful, no helmets really required, and you don't necessarily want all the kits. If you do see Vitality focus towards middle here, not really a default. You can see 4 players heading towards bathrooms. Just going to push straight up through the smoke. RPK happy to do so. Twist of the AWP, close range. Needs to be very careful here. It's going to kill.
How is he still alive? He's tried to get the smoke down. The flash was enough, and he's actually seeing his teammates get the frags. NIP with 3. Apex, if he can just find Lekro, perhaps there's a chance. Zywu with the bomb, but he's gone. Double from Rez, same for Lekro, and NIP will find the first of this overtime. Recovering the AWP's actually going to become a bit of a point of contention. If the second round is lost in this MR3 setup, sometimes the CT side struggle to keep hold of the AWP. So winning cleanly and recovering the AWP does wonders for the longevity of NIP.
So second round begins, and you're dead on. It means they can be a bit more frivolous with their spending now. You can see the helmets do come out of this stage, and we'll get into round 2. Vitality had a great showing on their T side of regulation, got them to overtime. 1 versus 1 to decide whether they're going to close things out. Twist of the first shot, no damage inflicted. It's going to be a faster paced approach from Vitality again. Very quick through towards the top of connector. Apex was firing off some bullets with a slam towards B. So where will they finish up? Going to be going through the playground for now. The bomb's there. Zywu and RPK holding on to it. Smoke down towards bathroom. So it looks like a long approach to me. As we'll see them set up once again.
Strange to see Zywu operating with the AWP on the T side. It wasn't something they needed throughout the majority of their gun rounds here, and he only has 15 kills. So I'm not sure what they're asking for.
Oh, a good chance for Rez to do some damage. He will only get the first. Pulls out a lot of the CT utility. Still lots of time on this clock. Plopsky, however, taking room, and lots of it. Water clear, he says. Shox is, however, all the way back containing that monster push, and it does seem like they're considering a pivot. This would be dangerous. You'd be jumping straight into the jaws of a completely no info part of the map. And so he will get the first. Chance for the second. Great work from Plopsky. Quiet all game, but those 2 could be enough to confirm the second of overtime.
Yeah, that's big from Plopsky. It's a 4 versus 2 with Zywu and Shox, though they can certainly do something with this, but the time remaining suggests probably not. Plopsky confirms it, and it will be Zywu left at the AWP here. That money's going to be pretty bad going forward. They get $2,400 on top of 0 in Zywu's case. He's got $250. Has to try and save now. Might be able to, but he has to at this stage. 7 seconds remaining. He has got players coming towards his spot, but he'll be fine. So he'll save this AWP. And like I said, he had to really. He can still afford a flashbang and a decoy to go with his setup, but see if he just does make it, and he will. But looking good for the 3-0 for NIP, I have to say.
Yeah, tested on this map. It was their pick, but it hasn't looked easy at times, and crucial clutches from Shox. RPK took us to overtime. It could have been a regulation victory, no doubt, but NIP do seem to be stabilizing on their defense here in the first overtime. Could be of many.
Triple AWPs as well for the last CT round of overtime here. Something we saw on Mirage as well. Well, they put one of the AWPs down. I definitely saw 3, I swear.
You did, you're not tripping, don't worry. So he's got his flash to get them up. This might be just contact up short. Shock's positioned in a way where he can just throw that flash for them. Yeah, looks like that's exactly the plan. Flash and go, folks. And not blind, and they just pull the trigger. Oh, Shock's just changed his mind, and now 3, nearly 4, 5, they're all dead. It's 18.
Well, looks like we're going to a third. Vitality have just gone against everything they were doing in regulation and just went freestyle for those 3 rounds, it felt like. And yeah, it was very clumsy in their way towards B. We didn't see those frags from Lekro. It didn't sound like he really had to work for them.
No, so they did a 4-man B stack, so they were prepared for it, but also Apex was the guy entry fragging, and he has been a ride or die entry fragger for the entirety of his career. So the fact that he turned tail after getting flashed, you would never see that. You would expect an entry fragger, even when blind, a Molotov, a smoke, a hurricane, the world's ending, they keep charging forward. In this case, Apex didn't, and that's the most puzzling thing of that entire round. I think this is just going to simmer out now. NIP will lock this one up. It shouldn't be too long, and we'll get you all on Inferno.
Nobody plays the boost anymore.
Okay, there you go. That's the opening you need. At this point, Vitality, they've done a great job to get 15 on the board. They did a great job to make this a competitive game of Counter-Strike. A 10-5 first half against them. They could have actually gotten more rounds on their CT side.
True.
But unfortunately for them, NIP, they've stayed strong. They haven't crumbled. The pressure, which I said was a little bit of an issue for some of these rookies, well, they've dealt with it. And now it's only 4 more kills. It should just be a matter of time.
We'll see if that rings true. 5 versus 4 for now. NIP with a minute on the clock. Going to start triangulating around the B bomb site. 4 players making their way from T-spawn. And Apex, he is in a spot to shut this down, but it's very commonly flashed over the top. And they might even go that way because they've actually gone for a contact play from Monster. Smoke at heaven. 1 flash over. Apex, good for 1, but a lot more action towards the B side.
Yeah, but Zywoo's still standing. That's a chance. Incendiary will make things difficult for Twist to post plant. He's burning to a crisp, but Shox has found another. Perhaps Vitality have, excuse the pun, found life. Lekro's found Apex, 1v1. Shox knows where he is. The smoke from Lekro is perfect. He can disappear. He's even got a Molotov.
So no touching the bomb here. You can tickle it all you like, Shox. He's no, you're not on it. And we'll see him be taken down. There it is. NIP will confirm that we are heading to Inferno. A very close game. Our second overtime of this best of 3. And the action keeps on coming. We'll take a break and analyze this one very shortly.